I've got a ghost story I'd like to share with y'all while enjoying a pipe. Howdy, y'all. Virginia Piper here. I know, Halloween is past. This probably doesn't seem like a great time for a ghost story. But ghost stories really don't ever fall out of fashion, especially if you're trying to draw visitors to your town or place of business. For a little over a year, I worked part-time pouring beer at Jack's Run Brewing Company here in town. My experiences there may be featured in some future videos. Jack's Run was in an old building in town that also was once a music shop. Before that, it was a hardware store. And before that, a grocer. The building also had a resident ghost, according to town folklore. Now, I know that a lot of people believe in ghosts, but I don't. The concept just doesn't fit in the paradigm of my faith. But I've always enjoyed some good ghost stories. Oh heck, they're a lot of fun. Stories of the ghost in our building were passed on from owner to owner. Tragically, a girl had drowned in a nearby creek many years ago. Following her demise, she took up residence in our building, and I have no idea why, nor why she was confined there. But the story resonated with some of my coworkers, so much so that they reported their own encounters with her. Our master brewer reported feeling a cold hand grasp his arm while he was working. Many attributed the blinking of the lights in the building to the ghost. I chalked it up to electrical wiring that really needed to be replaced. A coworker of mine told me he was on the second floor of our establishment late one night. He heard a mysterious click, and the lights suddenly went out. Well, ever since, he was afraid to venture up there around closing time. And he was amazed that I had no problem going up there to clean up. So I told him where I stood on ghosts and added that even if they existed, my God would be infinitely more powerful than them. So I had nothing to fear. He then asked me if I would dare to spend the night alone in the building. Sure, I replied, if the owners would make it worth the trouble, maybe for free beer. These stories were often shared with our customers, so some of them asked me about her. I surmised that the owners wouldn't appreciate it if I dismissed an aspect of Jack's Run which drew local interest. But I also needed to be true to my convictions. So here's what I tell them. You know, a number of my coworkers have stories to tell about that ghost. But since I don't believe in ghosts, she doesn't bother with me at all. Have a great one, y'all.